Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. It is possible that Johannah Duggar will announce her relationship with an individual in the near future. Fans are of the opinion that she is not in a public relationship. However, a significant number of counting on viewers are beginning to suspect that the young woman may be seen with someone. Continue reading to discover the clues that fans have discovered thus far. Everyone who is older than Johannah is currently courting, as they are either in their late teens or early 20s. The Duggars do not engage in romantic relationships, or rather, they pursue them. In other words, they are engaged in a romantic relationship with the intention of matrimony. Numerous Duggar children have only engaged in romantic relationships with a single individual, rather than engaging in multiple relationships. Many of them reserve their initial embraces for their wedding day and refrain from engaging in excessive physical contact. Johannah is not frequently discussed among fans at this time. It is not as though she has a social media account, as she does not have one of her own and her parents do not post frequently. She reached the age of 18 on October 11. Admirer claimed that Johannah is 18 years old in a recent post on Reddit on Wednesday. The individual inquired, "What are the chances that we'll hear about the dating soon?" There is a significant number of individuals who anticipate that Johannah will not marry in the near future due to her youth. My hope is that she might have a little more time now that all of her older sisters except Jana are married and some of them aren't drinking the strongest Kool-Aid anymore, according to another. In the Reddit post, fans are also discussing the possibility that Johannah Duggar is dating a young man named Carver Bowers. Although the two were previously rumored to be in a romantic relationship, he denied the allegations. He is currently purportedly betrothed to an additional young woman. However, this does not necessarily imply that Johannah is not in a relationship with another individual. This individual is the sole member of the Duggar family to have acknowledged Johannah's birthday on social media thus far. Johannah Duggar Forsyth shared a few images of her younger sister in her Instagram stories. It appears that a significant number of her family members went out to dine in celebration. Despite the fact that Johannah is the sole individual to have publicly expressed her affection, fans believe that the rest of the family conveyed their affection through text or in person. The only way to be certain is for time to pass. Certain supporters will maintain an especially vigilant watch for indicators. Do you believe that Johannah Duggar may be announcing the arrival of a new partner in the near future? What is your opinion on the concept of utilizing a photograph of you on the seashore to disseminate the information? The Duggar family has been the subject of much speculation for years, owing to their conservative courtship regulations and their ever-expanding family tree. But recently, Johannah Duggar has been the subject of particular attention among admirers. In comparison to her larger siblings, Johannah has frequently avoided the limelight as one of the junior members of the renowned reality TV family. Nevertheless, this all altered when she recently disclosed that she is in a relationship. Johannah, a young adult, has taken many by surprise with this announcement, and her selection of a companion has left admirers with a plethora of concerns. What is the identity of this individual? What is the story behind their encounter? Also, what does this imply for Johannah's future? Here is all the information you are unaware of regarding Johannah Duggar's new beau and the potential implications for her future. Who is the boyfriend of Johannah Duggar? Nathaniel Nate Carter, Johannah's beau, is a 22-year-old Arkansas native whose heritage is both in alignment with and challenging to the traditions of the Duggar family. Nate, like Johannah, is from a large Christian homeschooling family, but he did not grow up in the public view, unlike the Duggars. He was reared with comparable principles, which prioritized faith, family, and conventional gender roles. Nevertheless, Nate is also recognized for his entrepreneurial zeal. In contrast to certain Duggar courtships, which frequently involve young men adhering to conventional ministry roles, Nate has pursued an alternative approach. He has expressed an interest in real estate and operates a modest, prosperous construction enterprise. His independence and drive have distinguished him, and some speculate that this may have been the reason Johannah was initially drawn to him. How did they come into contact? Johannah and Nate's narrative differs from the majority of Duggar relationships, which are established through familial connections or church gatherings. The couple purportedly encountered each other through mutual acquaintances in the Christian homeschooling community. However, their relationship flourished following an unexpected encounter at a wedding last year. Nate was introduced to Johannah by a mutual acquaintance while she was attending the nuptials of a close friend. The two formed an immediate connection, connecting over their shared values, ambitions, and a shared passion for outdoor excursions. The couple's relationship was revealed to have developed organically over time by insiders, rather than through a structured courtship akin to that of the Duggar family. Some of the younger Duggars have observed this more lackadaisical approach to courting, which implies a gradual departure from their parents' more stringent regulations. Johannah's methodology for courtship. Johannah, one of the youngest Duggar daughters, has had the privilege of observing her older siblings as they navigated relationships and marriage. While some of her sisters, such as Jinger and Jill, have adopted a more contemporary approach to courtship, others, such as Johanna, have adopted a more traditional approach. Johannah appears to be achieving a compromise. Although she and Nate have upheld numerous Duggar customs, including the importance of faith and family in their relationship, they have also adopted a more self-sufficient approach. For example, sources indicate that Johannah and Nate have interacted in group contexts, but without the constant supervision of a chaperone. This minor yet substantial deviation from her parents' stringent regulations may suggest a change in the dating preferences of her younger siblings. What is the Duggar family's perspective? Mixed reactions are observed among the Duggar family. According to reports, Johannah's parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, are supportive of Nate's strong work ethic and faith. However, they are reportedly apprehensive about the relationship's progression. Several Duggar siblings, including Jessa and Johanna, have been incredibly supportive, motivating Johannah to pursue contentment in her own unique manner. Others continue to harbor reservations regarding Johannah's quest for independence in comparison to previous Duggar courtships. Johannah appears to be resolute in her pursuit of a harmonious equilibrium between her family's convictions and her own developing perspectives on marriage and relationships. She has stated that she holds her upbringing in high regard, but she also aspires to ensure that her future is determined by her own decisions. Is it possible that Johannah could be the next Duggar to walk down the aisle? Following the disclosure of her relationship, numerous admirers are anticipating the imminent arrival of wedding chimes. Johannah's siblings were betrothed within months of commencing a courtship, a practice that has been prevalent throughout the Duggar family's history. Nevertheless, Johannah and Nate are reportedly proceeding at their own tempo, according to family members. Johannah seems to be unwilling to hasten into marriage, in contrast to some of her siblings who proclaimed engagements mere months after beginning their courtship. Although marriage is imminent, she and Nate are purportedly prioritizing the establishment of a robust foundation. If anything, this represents a new era for the Duggar children, one in which their relationships may evolve with a bit more flexibility. Fans' responses to the information. The public's response to Johannah's relationship has been a combination of fascination, speculation, and enthusiasm, as was anticipated. Johannah's transition into the next phase of her life has elicited a great deal of excitement among many Duggar admirers, who are anxious to continue following her story. Some individuals are inquiring as to whether Johannah will emulate the courtships of her elder siblings or if she will forge her own path. However, there are those who dispute whether this relationship will ultimately result in marriage or whether Johannah will ultimately choose a different course. It is evident that not all Duggar daughters are under the impression that they are obligated to marry young, as evidenced by the fact that other Duggar siblings, such as Jana, have extended their periods of singleness. Could Johannah emulate this behavior? Johannah's future. What's next? One thing is certain. Johannah Duggar is maturing, regardless of the future. She is demonstrating that she is a young woman with a strong sense of self, regardless of whether she continues to adhere to Duggar traditions or establishes her own interpretation of faith and family life.